All right, we want to take a look at the count function. There's quite a few different things you have here. You have count, which counts number of cells with numbers only. You have CountA, which counts anything. CountBlank, where you count, hey, how many places have blanks that there's no data or nothing entered in that cell. And then Countif, which is a conditional counting, and you can do 1,000,001 things with it. Let's look at these first three. So let's just say we come right in here to cell D10 and we say, okay, equals count. And we want to count, let's just deal with all our data here from A4 down to B10. So what this should do is you count numbers only. So how many numbers do you see in these 14 things over here? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pieces of data that are numbers. And it gives me 5. It counted that, the 22, the 10, the 9, and the 33. Well, let's erase that. Let's say we say count A. So it's going to count anything within these cells. So anything in here, I want you to count anything. Now, it gave me 13. Now, some people look and go, why didn't it count right here? Well, because it's a blank cell. There's not any information in it. But look what happens if I come in here and I hit a space bar. And now I come out. Notice it now counts it. It counts it because there's something there, which it doesn't look like it's there, but there is a space bar there. So now I'm just going to delete it back out. We get 13. So that counts anything, symbols, spaces, question marks, whatever you have. If we do count blank, well, it should give us 1 because that space is blank now because I took that space bar out and it says 1. And you're like, when am I ever going to use that? Well, if I come to a big thing of data like this, notice there's some blanks here and I might want to figure out, oh, well, you know, where do I have blanks in my data? This is 400 plus lines long. And so I might need to do that. So that's a use. Now let's come to the CountIf. So here we have our fruits again. We have CountIf less than 25 fruits. How are we going to do that? Well, we're going to say equals CountIf. It's a conditional counting. I want to count everything in my data. I'm going to take everything, even though I don't really need anything but the sort of column B. But we're going to say take everything. And what we're going to do is let's figure out the fruits that we have less than 25 of them. So this should count how many we have less than 25. And it says, hey, there are 5 things in these cells where you have less than 25, which would be the 20, 22, 10, 23, and 9. All right, what if we want to count if fruit has 5 letters? What? All right, we're going to count if, now how am I going to say? I want to say, okay, well, let's count. We could just highlight this since we know we're not dealing with numbers, so we'll just do that. And I want it to have 5 letters. Well, here's what I'm going to do. A question mark stands for a letter. This will return, if I close my quotes right now, it's going to give me how many have just 1 letter. But we want what? 5. Yeah, this is sort of cool. And it says, hey, there's 3 things up here. Mango, pears, and this second thing of pears that have 5 letters in it. If I came here and I took it down to 4, you'll see, oh, there's only 1, kiwi, that has 4 letters. So that's pretty cool. Count if we have exactly pairs. So I can just say equals count if, here to here, comma, and we want to just have the word pairs. Now notice it's capitalized. It'll give you a problem if in here, this right here where it said pairs, if it were lowercase. You can see there's 2. There's 2 places where that happens. And what if I had changed it to a lowercase p? It gives it to me. Okay, I was not expecting that, to be honest with you. So, interesting. Just learned something myself. Equals CountIf. What are we doing here? Count if exactly 10 pieces of fruit. So here, I just want to take it, and again, I'm going to do the whole thing instead of just the numbers. Hit comma, and I want it to show me if it has exactly just 10. It says 1 right here. You can see the mango has 10. And let's count if fruit ends with the letter S. All right. Equals CountIf. CountIf. Okay, let's look at we'll just look at everything. And it ends with the letter S. So what I need to do is I'm not going to use the question mark because that'll just look like one letter. There we go. That's our character that's going to say. And let's say it has to have something. That's just saying, hey, there's something in front. It can be any string, can be 100 letters, and then has an S. Okay. So what it's going to do is it's going to look through all this, and it's going to say, okay, it doesn't care what's in the front. It can be 2 letters, 5 letters, whatever. And then stops with an S, ends with an S. And there's 5 of them. You can see there's apples, pears, peaches, I think pears again, and strawberries. So there you have some of the power of the CountIf function.